before we get into the strategy, let me give you a hypothetical situation here. Let us say you and me are standing there in the parking lot of Walmart. So you know Walmart, right? One of the biggest department stores in the United States. And Walmart is pretty much on the horizontal structure, right? A large, big horizontal structure. And in Walmart, you get pretty much anything to anything, starting from clothes to vegetables to dairy products to electronic items to sports items to automobile spare parts and so on. Okay? Now, the situation here is we are standing here in the parking lot of Walmart, and I'll give you a list of items to purchase in the Walmart, right? And come on. Now, here there are a couple of conditions. The first condition is you cannot see the items in the list until the first 2 minutes you are there inside the store. Okay? The list will be pretty much blank. Once you are inside the store, wait for 2 minutes, then you can see the items in the list. Okay? And then the second condition is you will not have anybody inside the store to help you with those "may I help you" jackets. Okay? All that you can see is those name boards on the top, right? You got clothing, electronics, vegetables, and so on. Okay? Now, the thing is, how do you purchase the items in the list in 10 minutes and come out? So, how do you do that?
For the first 2 minutes, I'll look around the store and see what is where. And then once the items show up in the list, I'll go to those locations and pick them up.
Okay, so in the first 2 minutes you look around to see where what is, right? And then once the items in the list show up, you go to that location, pick up the items, right? So the first item you picked up, great. The second item, location, you know, you go there and pick it up. By the time you come down to the third or fourth item, you kind of forgotten the location of that particular item. Like, wait a minute, where is this item again? Right? So you will go around the store trying to find where that particular item is, unnecessarily wasting your time and effort. Right? So we don't want to do that. Instead, what we want to do here is quickly in the first 2 minutes, right? Of course, we are going to stand in the center of the store, look around, and we quickly create a map. And when I'm saying a map, I'm not trying to create any mental map. Okay? I'm going to quickly draw it in the piece of paper. Right? So I've got north, south, east, west. Right? So I noticed that in north I got all clothing items, in south I got sports equipments, right? And in the west I got vegetables and dairy products, and in the east I got electronic items, right? Great. Now I don't have to remember anything in my mind. I know if there is a clothing item in my list, I need to go to north and pick my item, right? Likewise. Now once the items in the list show up, then I'll quickly label them. Okay, the first item is a clothing item, that's in the north. Second one is vegetable, that's in the west. Third one is vegetable, again, it's in the west. And the fourth one, let's say electronic items in the east. And fifth one is again, let's say vegetable, that's in the west. And so on and so forth. Right? Then I'll go to the west, pick up all the items I labeled as west. Then go to the north, pick up all the items labeled as north. And then come to the east, pick up all the items labeled as east. Right? And I don't have to go to the south because there is no item, there is no sports item in my list. But if there is a sports item, I know where to go. Right? Because there is no sports item, why should I go to south? Not required, is it not? Then I quickly bill and get out of the store. Right? So this is the process, this is the approach that we take even for our passages. I don't want to know the entire passage. Right? I just need to know a few things. Right? For which have a very specific strategy. By knowing only those few things, right, by reading and comprehending the passage only a little, we can still answer the questions, right? So, what is the strategy? And that particular strategy is called as FIRE strategy, right? F-I-R-E. Now, let me tell you this. If you understand the strategy thoroughly and implement it 100%, I promise you 100% accuracy on reading comprehension section on GMAT. Yes, I'm saying 100%. It is quite possible, right? But it is imperative that you understand and implement it 100%, right? Great. So, FIRE strategy. So, what does this FIRE stands for? F stands for the framework of the passage. I stands for interpret the question. R for react to the question. question, and E, eliminate the wrong answer choices. Right? So it is imperative that you follow each and every step. Okay? You should not miss any step. Is that clear? It is imperative that we follow all the steps so that you get maximum accuracy on reading comprehension section of GMAT. Right? Now, let us spend time to understand each one of these steps in detail.